Hello and Merry Christmas, everybody. A little update tonight on my Mogul project. I decided to do one more thing before, at least one more thing before I take the boiler off, and that is work on plumbing the brake valve. This is the LocoParts brake valve, and that'll probably actually go over here. I wanted to show one thing. The Mogul brake cylinders, they have you, when the prints call for drilling and tapping them, 1/8 inch pipe, 5/16 27, which is same size as the piece that I'm holding in my fingers right now, which is a very large fitting, relatively speaking, when you consider that the LocoParts uses steam in and steam out of a 3/16 inch copper tube. So when I got to looking at it, first I started playing with 1/8 inch pipe and some unions and T-fittings and so forth to put something together to supply the brake valves with steam. And as you can see from some of the things that I was roughing around with, I was going to have a huge assembly of parts there underneath. And when I got to thinking about it and thinking about the steam lines are only 3/16 inch copper, decided I would go ahead and make a custom fitting that's something like this. Basically, this is a 1/8 inch pipe on the bottom, and then this one is a commercially made unit that adapts 1/8 inch pipe to a 1/8 inch copper tubing, and it uses a compression fitting here. Well, what I'm going to make, using guidance and plans that I've got from Fred over the years, is a custom made fitting that'll adapt the 1/8 inch pipe on the left part of this device here to a 3/16 inch copper tube. So I've already drilled and tapped the base parts. I drilled and got those ready. I need to make some what I call receptacles, and then I've made the nuts, and then there's a male fitting that will go inside them as well, which will need to get made next. So let me show you. This is the general drawing I've got, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about over here. Just finished. I've got some of my parts and pieces laid out here from the drilling and tapping of the nuts. And pardon the pan over here. So I'm using some 1/8 inch pipe brass plugs. I drilled through an 1/8 inch, and then I used an end mill, a 1/4 inch end mill, to make a space for the receptacle part that would get silver soldered in there. And then I made the two nuts tonight. This is 3/8 inch brass bar stock that's drilled out and tapped 5/16 inch 40. So I made two of those. And this is not one of the ones I made tonight, but just to show you like what the male fitting looks like that will get silver soldered to the 3/16 inch copper tube. That's right there. That's 3/16 inches in size. And that will fit inside the nut and then get clamped down onto the receptacle there. So that's what I'll use for the steam supply, and I'll need to make a T-fitting as well. So I'll probably use some of the PM Research fittings that I bought. So just a little update here about the steam supply for the brake lines and what the design I'm coming up with for it. I'll keep you posted as I get these assemblies made and ready to install and get the copper tube bent and the T-fitting and some of the piping done. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted.